7 is underway on EA Sports. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
The Cowboys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. They'll run with Elliott. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Oh, you got deep? Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. Four there. 26.
Now on 2nd and 13. Prescott. It's caught. Cooper. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
56. Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Now Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Does the big boy have the juice? And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and an Eagle touchdown. And Charles, look at the big fella. What a rumble that was. Not only to scoop it, but then take it the rest of the way for the touchdown.
And now you know they're going to have to hear about it from now on. The defensive backs, he's going to want to run with them, do their drills, the whole deal. He thinks he's the pace setter now.
It doesn't matter what happens in practice this week. He's smiling. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20. Call it the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. Second down.
2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
58, come on. Here we go. 46. He's checking. Crash. Shift. 26.
Looking to throw on second down. Prescott. On the crossing route, he hits his man, Amari Cooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Get that quarterback, D-line. Get that quarterback, D-line. D-line, get that quarterback.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Elliott, and that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Prescott now. Oh, what a catch there by Cooper. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A pickup of 27, and they pick up the first down in the process. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now Elliott. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. For Zeke, what a first 3 years he's had in the NFL. Last year, his second rushing title, 1,434 yards. Not as many as 1,631 that he had as a rookie, but still his yards per game average was the best in the National Football League. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. That'll bring up second. Down.
Here we go. Wide in. 51 to Mike. I'm coming.
Prescott now, option right, stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a third down. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Draw play, Elliott. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Maher able to put this one through. Of course, the door for Maher was opened after a little bit of a surprise move. The Cowboys letting go of Dan Bailey last year. Yeah, Maher took over in the preseason. He's from Nebraska via the Canadian Football League where he kicked for 4 years. And I saw him personally make 2 game-winning field goals last season against Detroit and in Atlanta. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Now a 2-time 1,000-yard rusher for the Bears. This is Jordan Howard. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Second and 8 at the 27-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get it together, lefty.
Wentz going to throw. He'll get this one complete to Terry Godwin. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
And an Eagle first down.
Here we go. Waiting. Man
On first down, Wentz. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards, the final tally.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. Now Wentz again. He'll hit Jackson, complete. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
At the Cowboys' 8-yard line.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They run with Howard. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Throwing is Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl tight end Zach Ertz, the intended target. But now it's 3rd and goal.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
This Cowboy defense trying to hold him out of the end zone. They've run it to 3rd and goal. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Losing 4 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Elliott is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go. First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Elliott. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Here we go. Hey, it's coming up. Hey, let's go. It's coming. On that, baby, on that. 26.
Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Amari Cooper. Incomplete.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game. But we probably should go to the post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive. And he's going to profess that he was happy to get points.
But
and we know that's not true.
Yeah.
Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. Looking deep for his tight end, Ertz. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Gets this to his running back, Jordan Howard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Here we go, Pac-Man. Ready? 55, come on.
Now Howard. And some room to work. 30. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strike ability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Elliott. Malik Jackson there to make the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd and 9, Prescott connects here with a tight end, Blake Jarwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Going to take a shot for Gallup. This is caught. A big play here for Dallas. 49 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well and get a few stops.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
47. Mike 51.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
Back at the 2 now. Here's second and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with touchdown number 7 on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that slices the lead down to 17-10. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
In your face.
Running with Howard. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. On the delay, it's Howard. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On first down, they run with Howard. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Looking in zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time, and that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jordan Howard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage. Good
starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. 10th carry now for Elliott. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
They'll run on first down. It's Elliott. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. Because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Watch out.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. It's Christian Covington who notches the sack there.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Oh, and now some space to operate. The 40. 20. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 81 yards. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches the football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. And that's going to be intercepted. Malcolm Jenkins, the Pro Bowler. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Jalen Smith, the Notre Dame man, in on the tackle.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And that's Elliott, complete. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Cowboy first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. First down, Prescott. Looking deep for Elliott. And got his man complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott His third touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys cut into that lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? From the 29, Wentz. They'll set up the screen to Howard. Now the Cowboys are going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Shotgun now for Wentz. He's got a man, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Wentz to throw. It's caught by Jackson. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Wentz now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw again. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Again, they'll throw with Wentz. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Amari Cooper, his intended receiver, and now it's second down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a third interception in half number 1.
51, Mike 51.
A second down throw for Prescott. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Let's go,
On third down, it's Prescott. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Prescott now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's first and 10.
Mike 51. Mike 51. 6-man.
Prescott now from the 50. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. Looking again that time for Amari Cooper. And that'll bring up second down. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Championships, baby.
To the air again, Prescott. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Here now, Brett Maher. He hit from 62 in his rookie season of 2018. This will be from 56 yards out. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice, an ambitious effort, but it's well short. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. From the 29, Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Go. 280. 54 Mike. I got you.
Wentz now on first down. He'll hit Jackson complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. So from Cowboy territory now, here's first and 10 at the 39-yard line. Again, left side to Howard. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On second and 7, Wentz. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. To throw is Wentz. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So 3 field goals that he's hit now. This last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 27, Prescott got an open man, the tight end Jarwin. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration.
On 2nd and 11 now. Prescott. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll turn to the power game at Olawalu. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the first. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Hey, switch gears. Watch the eye.
Off play action to Elliott. Here's Prescott. Trying to lay one up deep. This is caught inside the 15. 33 yards that time. Oh, look, you're not going to be able to get this all back at once, but that certainly helps.
So you're saying 3 yards in the cloud of dust, not the strategy?
I go aerial attack.
Yeah, I think that's what has to happen. And if you're going to run it, you need to break off big chunks. We just saw a big play right there. They need plenty of those.
And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern in the middle of the end zone.
And ordinarily, that's a tough spot to find because there's usually coverage to take away that portion of the field. But they found a gap, and they exploited it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again.
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
First down, Eagle.
Here we go.
Wentz off the fake handoff to Howard. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Wentz. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Malik Jackson, the 6'5" D tackle with a sack.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hey, check. 3 down.
Prescott drops it underneath to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Now, using Zeke Elliott in the passing game, that's something Cowboy fans are getting used to. Last year, 77 receptions, and you think back to his rookie season, he had 32 and then 26 his second year, but he's really on the uptick. Prescott from the gun on 3rd. He's got his target. It's caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Let's go. Mike, number 53. Mike. Hey, kill. You go tight. You got 26.
On 1st down, Elliott. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
4 yards the pickup, 1st down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
Throwing, Prescott. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me that option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Kill. Go to 54.
To throw is Prescott, and that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Tavon Austin, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, One guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. Again, it's Howard. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. Wentz. And this is caught by Jackson. That's good for 28 yards. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
They'll run on first down. It's Howard. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas.
At the 45-yard line.
Mario, Pac-Man. Let's go.
The first carry for Josh Adams. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll try and run here with Clement. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Just enough to get the first down there with a 1-yard pickup. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Wentz now on first down. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Throwing now is Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Wentz. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And Elliott puts this one through. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Here we go. Here we go.
A first down throw for Prescott. Looking deep in the direction of... Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. Here's Prescott throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for, but it's going to be second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. They'll need a big play here, will Dak and the Cowboys. After the sack, it's 3rd and long. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll let it fly for Austin. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. It's like, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this. Where they just...
No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the defense has got it. And this is recovered in the end zone for a touchdown. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. You know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. From the gun, it's Wentz. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover 1. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
Young Trip is here, baby. Young Trip is here.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 37. Wentz going to lead his guys up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
Hey, back. 120. 54. Hey.
From the red zone now, Wentz. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Prescott from the gun. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham, his second sack of the night. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Now Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. First down, Prescott. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A second down throw for Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 20-yard line. From the red zone now, Prescott. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the intended target, and it's second down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. 12 yards there and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. From 8 yards out, and the Cowboys cut into that lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
They go for just one here as it's up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running from the gun with Howard. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. The throw by Wentz, caught by Jackson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A give to Howard. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. They run on 2nd down with Adams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Well, the returns for the Cowboys on Leighton Vander Esch have been pretty good so far. You know, a lot of Cowboy Nation questioned when they took him number 19 overall a season ago instead of Calvin Ridley. But Leighton Vander Esch would get 140 tackles last year, franchise rookie record for Dallas, en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. It's a gain of 7, and that should just about do it. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Eagles, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they dip to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.